How's it, guys, and welcome to another episode of Something Amazing. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a review of the Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's just dive into the unboxing. Basically, this is a Gear Fit 2 Pro, the Samsung, and it's got a handle at the top. I already opened up the tape tabs at the back, so let's just pop it open. On the inside, we've got this cover, and it's got the Samsung logo that's etched in there. And let's just open this up. And on the inside here, we basically have the Fitbit.
Oh no, he didn't.
I say it again, not a Fitbit, a Fit 2 Pro. So these come in two colors. It's the all black, or you get it in a black with a splash of red. On the inside of the box, okay, we've got this pouch here, and on the inside of the pouch is the charging docking station for the watch. So it has these 4 pins that correlate with the 2 pins at the back of the watch. So yeah, those are the 2 pins and the sensor that picks up the heart rate, and those 2 pins, they fit onto the docking station, and that's what charges the watch. And it basically has a USB cable that fits into any USB plug. Other than that, there is nothing else in the box. Okay, so taking a closer look at the watch, it has a very sleek design. It's mostly rubber, but it's made out of high quality rubber, and like I said, at the back here we have the sensor. So the benefits of this watch is it will allow you to track sleep, fitness, activity and nutrition. It has it's also completely, they say, waterproof, so you can technically swim with this. They say you can also go in the ocean in salt water. It's safe up to 50 meters. So that has a benefit if you are a swimmer or you live near the ocean. Unfortunately for us in Pretoria here, we don't have that luxury. On the Samsung store or the App Store, there's apparently over 3,000 apps at the moment that you can run on this, but it mostly works with the Samsung Gear app that you would find on Samsung phones and the Samsung Health app. Other benefits of this product is it has a 1.5-inch Super AMOLED screen, which is curved obviously. It's got a dual core 1 GHz CPU. It has 512 megabytes of RAM, and it has a storage of 4 gigabytes. Alright, so today we're going to be getting into the review of the Gear Fit 2 Pro. I've actually been using it over the weekend and pleasantly surprised actually. Firstly, let's get into a few things. The battery, they do say it's 200 milliamp hour, and they say, Samsung says that this should last about 3 to 4 days. However, with constant use obviously and getting all my notifications through the Gear, it lasted 2 days. However, a full charge takes roughly about 30 to 45 minutes depending on what method of charging you are using. It does have a dock. That obviously is if you're connecting it to a USB port or obviously to the quick charger. On the device itself, it has these band straps, and these band straps actually have clips at the bottom of them that slide down. So you get a variety of different bands, different colors, so you can customize this gear according to your own personal preference and taste. The next thing is the screens or the watch faces. So basically, if you hold down on the main screen, you can slide left and left and right, and there's a whole lot of watch faces to choose from, and even you can customize the color on the faces themselves. So we can make this turquoise or blue or purple, and you can customize it to, once again, your own preference. Okay, in essence, it is a fitness watch, so it has things like monitoring your steps, your heart rate monitor, which obviously comes into action when it's on your wrist, and it's gonna have things like kilocalories burned, and you can also put in how many cups of caffeine you had or coffee, how much food you've consumed, how many glasses of water you've had for the day, etc. And these integrate very well with apps like the Samsung Health app, and there's many other apps on the App Store. Like I said, there's over 3,000 apps for this device, and yeah, it depends on what your use or need is. You can access those apps. The next thing is it has a gesture on and off. So yeah, I have the always on display, which basically shows you the time. But if we do the gesture mode, it will disappear. And if we gesture again, which is basically a flick of the wrist, then the screen comes on. So let's get into the settings here. Under settings, you can change the display, obviously the brightness of the display, what type of vibration patterns you want, and the connections. It has Bluetooth and it also has Wi-Fi. So basically, Bluetooth connection connects the device to your phone, and the Wi-Fi allows you to remotely control your device. So if you're on a Wi-Fi network, you basically still have access to your apps, and also your device. You can remotely control anything that's on the gear. The next thing is it has the music player. So with the music player, you basically can play music that's on the device. It has 4 gigabytes of storage, and you can save tracks to the device. If we press there, then basically we're accessing the device, and you can connect obviously Bluetooth headphones, wireless headphones, to the device and then listen to your music, or you can control the music on your cell phone from the device. You also get another app, which is a camera app, which is very cool. It sells for about 35 Rand, and basically it shows your camera on the screen here, your phone camera, and allows you to remotely control your phone camera on your Gear watch. The next thing it has, or I thought one that was cool, is your widgets, basically like your schedule. You can put your entire planner on here and notifications will come up. Also your alarm clock, you can synchronize your alarm clock on your device with your alarm clock on your phone. So in the morning when the alarm goes off, the device actually starts vibrating on your wrist, as well as the phone alarm going off. The next thing is it has your weather widget, basically, which shows you your weather forecast for the area that you're living in. And I found this, and then also your flashlight. So it has a flashlight widget. It basically shows a bright white light, and you can change obviously the brightness, and you can change the color as well, which gives you some additional lighting should you require it. Very useful or very cool app, I thought. Now this device does have GPS, so you can get navigation software on it as well. And these apps aren't big in size. They're usually around 1 megabyte, 2 megabytes at max, I think. And this one was very cool, where you say you lost your phone or you can't locate your phone for some reason. So it's got the Find My Phone app, and if you press start on it, so it's going to try and find it. And basically my phone is going to ring. So your phone rings, and then you have to wait and obviously disable it. Conversely, on the phone itself, if you go to Smart Things, and it has an option here for Find My Gear. So if we go to that and we say start, basically the gear is going to start flashing and it's going to start vibrating, and then obviously you're going to have to recognize that you did find it. This gear does integrate seamlessly with the Samsung phone. I'm not sure about other phones, but I'm using the Galaxy S9 Plus, but it's effortless in its use, and it works really well. The other thing that I found pretty cool, which I liked, was if you come on your monitoring here, if you do sleep with the watch, it gives you information about your sleep. It tells you for how long you were light sleeping, how long you had restless sleeping, and how long you had motionless sleep. And it gives you a percentage of how effective your sleeping pattern was, and gives you an idea of how long you actually had proper good sleep for. So yeah, I've been using it, like I said, for the weekend. It's a pretty awesome device. It sells, like I said, between 2,500 Rand and 3,000 Rand, depending where you buy it. On the phone itself, if we go into the app settings here, there's watch faces. There's a whole lot to choose from. And if you get into the App Store, there are so many. There's so many that are freely available, and obviously there's some that you do pay a price for, but there's more than enough to fit anyone's taste. It also gives you information. So like my battery now is sitting at 56%. It was around 90% in the morning. It's now in the late afternoon, and it still says I have about a day left worth of battery. My storage space, I've got 2 gigabytes free, and obviously the RAM, it has 512 megabytes of RAM, and you can clear your RAM at any point. If you get into the settings, another thing with the notifications, if you on your device and you slide left, so usually if you have a new notification, you get a yellow dot that appears at the top, and if you slide left, all your notifications pop up here. On your app, on your phone, you can say which apps you would like notifications for, and basically it applies to almost basically every app that you have on your phone, whether it be Instagram, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Snapchat, anything out there, emails, everything will come through to your app, to your gear. Also, with the messages, you can generate quick responses. So it has a whole lot. Yes, yes, please, on my way, thank you. And you can create a whole lot of your own quick responses that you can use to respond to messages when they come in. Also, you can delete messages from your gear or back them up, etc., etc. This is probably my first. I never used to believe in electronic watches, but I've been pleasantly surprised by this device. It's very cool. It's very nifty. It comes in very handy, actually. It's syncing in all my calendar appointments. It gives me notifications on all of that on the go. And I don't have to pull my phone out every time it vibrates, because the gear device vibrates, and I will be able to see what's coming through on my phone, obviously on the device. Yeah, so I'm going to be using it. Obviously more of the fitness functions. Hopefully I get into some shape. But yeah, I think it's a very cool device, especially if you have a Samsung phone. This is probably your next go-to thing that you should get. And yeah, we'll see you. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have a Gear Fit 2 Pro, also give us comments down below. Tell us what has been your experience with the Gear Fit. And yeah, we'll check you in the next video. Cheers. Wow.